Hello, it's Dana Marie. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing a voiceover because when I was working on this journal page, this video, I was listening to Patreon videos from Little Raven Ink. So what you're seeing here is I knew I needed some numbers, and sometimes I use printables from Little Raven Ink, which are fabulous, and sometimes I use printables from Loveland's Life, which I also love. But for these dates I wanted, well, some of them, I wanted some specific colors, and so I just Googled the number 12, the number 13, found one I liked, copied it and pasted it into a Pages document on my phone, and printed them out. So right now I'm just, and I'm able to control what size I want too. So, on some of those days I know I didn't do a lot, so I want some really big numbers. It's a strategy. So I'm just cutting out those numbers, and then I have a lot of Pages documents saved on my phone from, making my own stickers or making my own printable stuff for my journal. And that 14 was already on there. I had to go through the other night because I'm low on space on my phone. So when I make a video, sometimes it'll say, well, you don't have enough room on your phone to post this video, and it's just a mess. And I'm trying to work on that, so I deleted a ton of documents from Pages. And I went through each one and kept, there were certain things I was like, okay, that's specific to a certain day. I don't want that image anymore, so I deleted them. And then there were some that, I would use over and over again, and that number 14 that's on the sheet of paper is one of them. So I left it because I like it. I just don't need it for this month, so I'm not going to be using that one. But the rest of them, I knew I needed to get some numbers ready for the coming week. Actually, the week is practically gone now. It's Friday when I'm doing the voiceover. I think I filmed this Thursday, the 19th? No, 18th? I don't know. I knew I needed numbers, so I went ahead. I needed 12 and 13 because I had filmed my video on the 14th because I did that page, but I skipped the 12th and the 13th, so I needed to go back and do those. So I knew I needed those numbers, and then I went ahead and printed up some numbers for the next coming days so I can work on those. So I think today we're going to work on the 12th and the 13th. I don't remember in this video if we got as far as the 15th and 16th. Last night, sitting on the couch, I finally went back. I think I had to go back as far as the 8th to do my journaling, which is ridiculous, but that's the way it is. It's this whole transition from I'm going to journal in the living room. Nope, I'm going to journal in my office. Nope, I'm going to journal in the living room. If I journal downstairs, then I don't film it. And I like doing the journal with me videos, so I'm doing that, and that's fine. I just have to make some adjustments. And I'm kind of not taking my notes for what I do each day, which at the time when I think I should write this down, I think, what's the big deal? I'm not really doing anything. But that is the way it is. It's a constant battle back and forth. But I wouldn't trade it for anything because I really do love this journal. I used to do bullet journaling, and I did that for 2 years, and I got so tired of doing it simply because I was trying to make that a heart, and that definitely wasn't going to work, so I just cut it out square. It's hard to do bullet journaling because you have to create each and every spread, and technically in the Fobonichi, yes, I create everything, but in the bullet journal, I was writing out everything. I was creating it with my pens and my paper and my pencils. I didn't have printables and things like that. So this is kind of the best of both worlds. I have some writing that I can do for journaling. That's a phase 1 sheet that it's an image I took off of Google because that day you'll see, we played phase 10 on the 12th. And I have the actual score sheet, but I needed some more images to take up space on my page, so I just went ahead and printed one. Anywho, I love this kind of journaling because it allows me to be creative. I can do pretty much anything in these pages. I've painted them, I've watercolored them. I don't do that a lot because that wet stuff is downstairs. And I just kind of get in my groove in my office when I'm working. You can make the pages black and white. You can make them simple. You can put a lot of stuff on the page. You can put barely anything. I like to vary it a lot, and you can do themes, and I tend to do that a lot, even though I say I'm not going to. I don't know what I'm saying about the 18th. Oh, I'm saying today is the 18th. So I'm thinking about what I'm going to do. You see the mixer there, and then there's like a scale, like a food scale. I was going to bake these cookies that I found the recipe for on Facebook, and they look amazing. And my aunt actually did make them because the recipe kind of got pushed around a lot on Facebook. And they're like chocolate chip cookies or chocolate chunk cookies, but with no sugar added. See, I'm saying I'll use that later, the 14th. Anyway, these cookies they look amazing, and she said they were really good. They didn't like keep. Oh, yep, there's my Tombow liquid glue. I kind of like it so far, so we'll see. And these cookies have no added sugar, so they're made with, I forget what, because I didn't make them. And the reason I didn't make them is because my neighbor brought over brownies. And not the healthy kind. I should talk about my pages. I'm showing you I added heart stickers on that to help hold it down. And I put a heart there and hashtag yum. So I went back on the 7th and added a few things. My journal is always a process. The pages are never done. That's why I hate flipping through my journal until the end of a month, because throughout the month I'll go back and fill in little spots with stickers, or I'll add borders, or I'll realize I forgot to, put a border around an image that I like. And I'm just pointing out the things that I added since my last film. I added the hashtag, the negative space for my hashtag there. Some Converse. I'm still wanting to use this vellum, but I still haven't. So, yeah, I did use a vellum, but not that one. Back to the cookies. They are applesauce, smashed bananas, almond milk. I can't remember what else. Chocolate, like chocolate chunks. Yeah, I don't like the way that flip is working out. Oh well. Anyway, if you're interested in that recipe, just comment below and I'll add a comment to give you the recipe. It's like 5 or 6 ingredients, really simple, and you bake them, and they're supposed to taste really good. Like I said, my aunt did it, and she loved them. So here I am again trying to use this vellum. I don't remember if it was this video that I finally did it, but I did end up putting it a couple of places. That's hearts on that, like black hearts on that vellum. I still haven't used the pretty little pink flower one, but eventually. So I'm trying to figure out where to put it. I still haven't journaled. I filmed this yesterday, which was Thursday let me check my watch, the 18th. But last night I did go back and film on these. No. I don't know what I'm saying no to. I mean, I know what I'm saying no to on the voiceover. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands there. Anyway, I went back Thursday night after I filmed this and filled out the journaling. Oh, that says, I like my coffee how I like myself. Dark, bitter, and too hot for you. Okay, I know I'm not hot. And I'm not really dark. I mean, I have dark days, but, I just thought it was funny. I'm really not bitter or dark. I'm not emo. Everybody has gloomy, doomy days, but I just thought it was cute. Hope it doesn't offend you. So here I'm just putting on this glue stick. Okay, I'm putting glue on my number 12 so I could put it on the page. I'm not liking it now that I printed it with this page, with the red from the Noodles and Company and then the red washi, but at this point, I just need to get these things done, and it's not like a big deal. That glue stick, okay, so I got the Yoo-Hoo or Oohoo glue sticks, and it's really, really thick and gooey, like some of the Elmer's glue sticks are. So I'm not sure that I like it, but then I realized I barely used that thing, and it's already out. I already used up one glue stick, and I probably glued down maybe 10 images with it. So I'm looking at my sheets of things that I've printed to put in my journal and trying to figure out what I want to do. And I definitely need to get some black pens. These Faber-Castell pens, as I've said before in videos, they just don't work for me. I have had nothing but trouble with them, and it won't write. I've barely used those, and they don't work. So I'm trying to write on my skin to try and get it to work. I don't know what the problem is. And then I have some microns that are out of ink. I need to get some black pens. What's your favorite black pen? Because I could really use a tip on a good waterproof black pen. Things to do outlines and stuff with. And honestly, 90% of the time I don't need it to be waterproof, but I don't have the brain capacity to remember if something's waterproof or not, and then I impulsively decide to add watercolor, and now it's a smeared up mess. So I just want to go with a black waterproof pen so I can always know that whatever I do to my journal, it's going to last. And just showing that I keep losing that tiny little cap for this glue stick. And the bigger part is the part where you twist it on the bottom, and I keep thinking that's the cap, so I keep twisting it, and it's not the cap. Alright, so that's a number 13 that I just printed. I was trying to outline the hearts. Those hearts are watercolor. I took my journal downstairs one day and tried to do some watercolory things that I see other people do. It's just not a success for me. This is a Tombow. I finally just pulled out a Tombow because I know I'm not going to get these wet, because that is watercolor. I already watercolored on there. So anyway, I took my journal downstairs to watercolor a while back. Like I do ahead. I don't do like the next day or two. I just go flip through randomly the back of my journal and slap down some watercolor. And I had put in here where I thought the 14th was going to land and did some hearts. Now I'm looking for washi tape or something behind me. Oh, I forgot to edit this part out. Anyway, this is a work. I'm just working here real quick, hopefully. Oh, I know what I was going to do. Darn it. I was going to go through this video and speed it up, but I don't know how to do that yet, so that's why this one is long. So I'm sending a quick work email. Sorry about that. While I do that, you can see to the left that I have some conversation hearts. Those are just from a magazine. Below that is a noodle, and that is it's the tab that was on my meal from Noodles and Company. I just ripped it off, and then it obviously wasn't sticky anymore, so I glued it on. I told you I printed the 12. That next to the heart on the 13th, to the left, is a quote from Little Raven Ink. It's on her, I don't think it's her quote, but she made the quote with the background in her printables. And then I printed out the cover of Crazy Rich Asians because I watched that movie. I love that movie. There is my Phase 10 score sheet, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it at this point. I wanted it, that's the one I printed off of Google so I could just put it on my page. So I'm trying to figure out how I can put that on my page but yet still keep the score sheet. Do I need the score sheet? No. We'll probably look at it again. No, probably not. But I won, and this is important for me to memorialize because it's like a running joke in my family. Every game we play, if it has to be sheer luck for me to win, because if it requires strategy, I don't have the brain capacity or the attention span to be strategic. So I just kind of play along and I don't pay enough attention. So if there's strategy involved in a game, if you need to have strategy to win, I'm going to lose. So I go into every game that we play knowing I'm going to lose, and then I still have a good time. I don't care. But when I win, I get really excited because, that's a fluke. So here I'm just gluing the top half of that pink heart, which I punched out of scrapbook paper. I'm just putting the top heart, gluing it down so I can still open the envelope, and I'm just pressing it down because liquid glue is a little messier. I just want to make sure that I don't get glue on my page. And then I put the Phase 10 score sheet in there, and then I'm going to put this on my page. Now, at some point, I don't know if it was this video or the next one, after I've already put that in my journal, I'm beginning to realize that today is, well, yesterday when I was filming, was February 18th. Only February 18th. When I got this journal, I planned on using it for 6 months and then another journal for 6 months, so I'd have 2 a year. But I'm beginning to realize that that may not work out because I've put so many tip-ins in this one that it's really fat, and it's already starting to develop just the beginning of a hump on the left side. And if you've seen Journal with Dolly's videos or some of my videos from my past journal, they got super, super mega fat. It's almost impossible to journal on the left side eventually when that hump gets so big that you can't even see the inner inch of the video, or the inner inch of the page. So I'm already noticing in February that my journal is developing a hump on the left side. Just a small one still, but yeah. So I think I'll be lucky to get 4 months out of this journal. That's fine, whatever. I just don't want to have a bunch of blank pages at the back. That kind of bugs me. So maybe I should do more flat journaling for a while. We'll see. I kind of decided in this video, Dana Marie, in this journal this year, I decided that I'm just going to do what I want to do. I'm not going to worry about, making it look a certain way. I'm just going to have the freedom to face each page as it comes and experiment. And if each page doesn't look perfect and Insta-worthy, then oh well. It's part of the process. It's part of learning. You experiment and you create things, and every creation you make, whether it's actual art or journaling or whatever, making an Afghan. Don't get me started on my ability to make Afghans. It's an experiment. It's a process. You have to learn. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I think I'm waving at you to let you know that I'm still here because I wasn't talking for this video. I had stuff playing in the background, but I disappeared for a second, I think looking for washi tape to attach that. Anyway, I want my journal to just be my journal. I don't want to stress about, making sure it's Insta-worthy, or if I'm going to get enough YouTube followers or subscribers because my journal's not good enough. I think we're all smart enough to know that everything we try is not perfect. And I don't want to be the person that portrays perfection all the time. I'm not that person. I don't have the patience to be that person. I know you see, like in Facebook and Instagram, some people, they share their highlight reel. And you look at their stuff and you think, wow, their life is so perfect and they do everything so perfect and their makeup is perfect and their hair is perfect. They're not, and neither are we. Neither am I. Neither are you. It's a process, and I just want to be real. So some days the page just doesn't come out the way you want it to. And you know what you do when that happens? You turn the page. Or if it really, really bothers you, like a couple of weeks ago, I had a page I hated. So I covered it and I still hated it. I still hated it. So I just turned the page and moved on. Not a big deal. The way I figure, any page that doesn't turn out the way I like it and I'm really not happy with it, it just makes me appreciate the ones that do turn out perfectly. Because we have those too. So this, I don't remember where I got those envelopes. I want to say they came like in a little pack, because I have a whole bunch with like little note cards. And it's a really thick envelope, so I probably shouldn't have put it in my journal, but I did. And it takes up a lot of space. It's really, really thick. But I put that vinyl heart puffy sticker on it and the Phase 10 card on the front. and then when you flip it over, oh, I know, when I'm adding an extra layer of washi tape because when I pressed it down with my thumb, my nail kind of sliced it, so it's kind of rendering it ineffective. On the inside of that envelope, I just put the real score sheet, which says that I won, which needs to be memorialized, and then the heart just keeps the envelope closed. And this way you can see the front, it looks cute, and the back opens up, and there's a little heart in there. I think after this video, I went back and put a border around that envelope just to make it look cuter. And that's that. That's the 12th and the 13th. I still need to add some journaling. I'm not sure what I'm doing. That little black meme on the left side that you see there, it says, "It's so cold outside, I'm farting snowflakes." I thought that was cute. I think it's got a cow on it. Now I'm probably looking for my notes because once again, I forgot to transfer my notes from my personal phone, which is filming this video, to my work phone. I thought I had texted it to myself, but I didn't, so moving on. Now I'm thinking about what I need to do next. See, I don't really feel like I can sit down and do a page to completion. It's just not how I operate. I can sit down and add some things that look cute, and then at some point I'll add some journaling, and then at some point I'll add more things that look cute, and then I have other ideas. I really like these pages. I got the Love Yourself sticker. One of my kids came home this past week on the 12th and the 13th, and they went to a shop and they saw some stickers and they got me one that says Love Yourself, which is that one, so I went ahead and put it there, and then one that says Follow the Music, so, which you'll see in the next page. Nice vinyl stickers. I love it when people bring me stickers, especially my kids or my husband, because it's like, hey, they see me, they get it. When they save me a piece of junk mail or bring me a magazine, it just warms my heart. I'm still looking. Oh, you can see my reflection. That's not good. Sorry for this scare, people. There's my notes. All right. So here I am thinking I can make it bigger, but I can't. Do you ever do that where you know how you can, like, use your fingers to make something get bigger on a touch screen, and then you go to touch something that doesn't do that, and you're like, hey, why isn't this working? It's funny. It's really funny to talk to teenagers who don't have any clue. Like, my son is 15, my youngest. My oldest is 30. Shh. Anyway, my 15-year-old, it just, like, we were watching something yesterday, and they were getting on the internet, and it had that, you know how it used to be AOL, and you'd get that noise that let you know that your internet was loading, and then if somebody got on the phone, it would bump you off, or, you know, you get an email and it would make a noise. And it was just so funny that the things that they don't realize that we had to deal with, that they don't have to deal with. It's just funny how these things come up. I'm looking for a coffee sticker because on this day must be a weekend, I guess. 13th? Yeah, that was a Saturday because the 14th was Sunday. We had a fire and we had coffee. My husband we have an espresso machine, so he made us home either chai lattes, iced chai lattes, or iced caramel macchiatos, one or the other. I love that we can do that at home. And the espresso machine was expensive, but if you go to Starbucks and I don't get frappuccinos, but if you get like the iced fancy drinks, if I go to Starbucks, which is rare, I like the iced caramel cloud macchiato. And that thing is like $6. Because of course I'm going to get the big one. It's rare that I go now because I have my own espresso machine. But if you think about it, if you spend $4 or $5 several times a week for coffee, you can just not do that and get an espresso machine. I could have a fancy coffee every day. I don't because diabetes. But I could. Now I'm looking for a laundry sticker. I need to print some more laundry stickers. So here I'm going to show you, I'm just trying out some stuff on my page. Here I'm going to show you a few, I'll hold them up to the screen, of the stickers that I got from, these are garbage stickers. I got them from Let's Paper Up on Etsy. Her shop is really, really fabulous. Those are like work stickers, they're laptops. I got a lot of stickers from her. I just didn't realize how many garbage cans. There's recycling ones, laundry ones. I got the dog ones that I have from there. She has a ton of printables. See, and I remember doing this. I found those laundry stickers, and this time instead of putting a washing machine, I decided to use one of her hanger ones, because she has little ones that say laundry day and they're on a hanger. So I cut out a tiny one. Then you'll see me look through and cut out a bigger one. Then you'll see me look through and find a bigger one. So I guess, I don't remember because it's been a while. I printed so many of these before. I don't remember if she offers them in different sizes or if I changed the size of them. But either way, I have 3 different sizes of these little washing machine stickers with the bubbles coming out. They're so cute. Or they have hangers that say laundry day. And in this case, it took me 3 times to pick the size, but I finally chose the larger one and the hanger instead of the washer. I would check her out. I think there's a lot of functional stickers. I don't remember if she has other things. I mean, obviously she has things that I don't use, but you might. But I'm talking like page after page after page of printables for 99 cents. And then you have it forever. And then you can keep printing them. So it's a good bargain because there's the big one. I think this is the final one that I cut out. I'm showing you small, medium, large. I feel like filming and then doing a voiceover later is really, really hard because this was yesterday and I don't remember what I did. So as I'm watching this video, I don't even remember what I should be seeing. I suppose I could have previewed it, but then I'd be watching it for 27 minutes to see what I need to say, and then spend 27 minutes actually doing the video, the voiceover for the video, and I just don't want to do that. All right, so we've got the 12th started. That tip-in is really, really fat. I'm looking at my notes again. And I'm moving on. Alright, so we put some things up for the 12th and the 13th. Those pages are not done, but they are doner than they used to be. And now I need to work on the 15th and the 16th. I feel like I should be almost done. I think this video is about to end because I realize that it's gone on too long. This is some really sparkly white washi tape, and I put it on there because it's to represent the snow. That's the day that we were expecting, or we got. Sunday the 14th to Monday the 15th. Between those 2 days, we got 18 inches of snow. On top of the already, I don't even know how much. I think there's probably 30 inches of snow in spots in my yard. Anyway, I'm going through my stuff trying to decide what I'm going to put on the 15th. I've got a picture of the weather forecast, some memes about the one about farting snowflakes because it's so cold. I decide that's enough. This is long enough. We'll do this in another video. So I'm just going to cut my stuff out and keep working. And I'm saying this video is too long, and I will see